Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we can discuss National Lampoon's European Vacation. So the Griswolds are back, and this time they happen to be big winners on a game show called Pig in a Poke, where they've stumbled backwards into winning this grand prize of an all-expenses-paid European vacation. Clark couldn't be happier. Of course, he's thinking of all the memories and all the, treasured family time they can spend together. Nobody else wants to go, which is kind of like the recurring theme of vacation, that only Clark really was interested in these trips. So in this case, they do manage to get to Europe, and once they get there, things start to go pretty much exactly as you would imagine. They get into one mishap after another, one misunderstanding after another. And if you thought things went bad for them in America, imagine with like the culture gap in Europe and a family like the Griswolds dealing with that culture gap. And that's kind of the story here of European Vacation. So this is a sequel, obviously, to National Lampoon's Vacation. I think European Vacation is a great sequel. It takes, the tried and true formula from the first movie and puts this brand new spin on it that changes all the cultural elements, puts them as even bigger, like fish out of water over in Europe, which leads to a lot of the humor, how they interact with the people there, especially Clark. There's the Oktoberfest scene where he gets involved in the dancing and gets into it with the guy. That's one of my favorite scenes in this. There's all kinds of fun stuff in here, though. Clark taking Ellen out for French culture and taking her to like this really risque, big like dance club and stuff. Rusty's out trying to find, any girls that he can. Audrey's upset about her boyfriend. It's just everybody's on edge. Everybody's in a foul mood throughout this movie pretty much. But it's really funny. You've got Eric Idle as this like hapless guy. The Griswolds get involved with like this kidnapping and extortion thing. And I think that is where the movie kind of lost me a little bit. I've always felt like at that point, once they start to go down the well of like the kidnapping plot, it really slows the movie down and takes the focus off the Griswolds. I mean, it's funny and it's like over the top and it's like, okay, they're having this huge spectacle moment here that's like way crazy, but I just don't think it really fits in very well. And it just kind of like, I just feel like it grinds everything to a halt and takes the focus off the comedy. But overall, I think this is a really funny movie. I think it definitely holds its own with the first Vacation, even if it's not quite on that level. Like, it's pretty close. And I feel like if you like the first movie, you'll like this one. But I think the cast is great here. Chevy Chase really goes the extra mile. Beverly D'Angelo is amazing in this one. I think even better than in the first one. And then you have Jason Lively, who's always like a real goof here as well. So I really like European Vacation. I think it's hilarious. I think there's tons of memorable like set pieces and moments, exchanges, and just like classic like Griswold family fun and entertainment. But that's my review for National Lampoon's European Vacation. If you want to check out more reviews, I've got a dedicated playlist right here on YouTube. But thank you so much for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you soon.